Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, friends, it's my honour and my pleasure to say a few words to begin to bring today's event towards a close. And today marks a milestone in our work towards a world where all workers are recruited responsibly and have fair work free from exploitation. Over the past decade, we have witnessed significant progress in this critical endeavour, and events like today, and I've been so moved and inspired to be back together today, but events like today are crucial to reflect on our achievements whilst also acknowledging the challenges that lie ahead. When I was a boy, one of my dad's sayings was "Tempus fugit." Not that he spoke Latin, and not that I had any idea what it meant, but it means time flies, and my, how the last 10 years have flown. Today is a time to pause and to recognise the strides we have made. We have come together as a global community, united by a common purpose to dismantle the chains of modern slavery. Through collaborative efforts, we have raised awareness, we have built partnerships, and we have implemented policies and actions that have paved the way for transformative change. In the past 10 years, the collective determination of governments, businesses, civil society organisations and everyday citizens has shifted the way that we perceive and address slavery in global supply chains. We have witnessed a growing consensus that no product, no service and no profit is worth the cost of human suffering. Companies are increasingly held accountable for their supply chains, and consumers increasingly demand transparency and ethical sourcing. This path leads forward. And whilst the journey faces setbacks and roadblocks, and the speed of travel is never as fast as we would hope, the direction is set. Stronger Together was born in 2013 following the publication of the UK's first human trafficking statistics, which showed that almost 1/3 of the cases of forced labour in the UK were in the food and drink sector. And at that time, there was no practical training, there was no guidance for businesses on this. And so a proactive, collaborative programme was developed with UK supermarkets to support their suppliers to uncover and address this hidden worker exploitation. Thank you to the founding supermarkets there at the launch, at Marks and Spencer's, in their canteen in 2013, with Heather, and to those supermarkets who continue to sponsor the work of Stronger Together, and all the sponsors of Stronger Together that support our work today. I remember very clearly returning home at the end of that day and saying to my wife and to my family that I said, I think this was the most important day of my career. It has been a pinnacle of my working life to watch Stronger Together to take root, to grow, and as you've seen today, to flourish. Stronger Together embraces the power of education and awareness. Education has always been a catalyst for change, empowering individuals to make informed decisions and fostering a culture of accountability. From the first pilot with the Co-op in Manchester to today, where over 14,000 individuals internationally have been trained on tackling labour exploitation in their business and supply chain. I'm so happy when the pictures come through on our WhatsApp group, when I see the photos of the first workshops being run in a new country, from the wine estates of Sicily to avocado farms in Guadalajara, Mexico. I smile and it fills me with a sense of intense happiness. From first launching Stronger Together in the UK to South Africa with Yonteen in 2017 to collaborative programs in the US, Mexico, Costa Rica, Spain and Italy. Welcome and thank you to all our colleagues from around the world and those who could make it here and sadly those who could not. Stronger Together is an incredible team of people, and Yonteen and Hannah, the co-CEOs, are two of the most incredible people it has been my privilege to work with. Over the last years, we've brought our work with Fast Forward and responsible recruitment into the collective fold, into one strong, coordinated and values-driven organisations. For all of you Succession fans out there, the transition for me was somewhat less fraught than Logan Roy's. Stronger Together is in safe hands and will continue to expand into new countries and new supply chains, from agriculture to food production, consumer goods, construction, apparel, warehousing, all sectors where workers are at risk. Whilst celebrating this progress, we remain acutely aware of the challenges that lie before us. The fight against modern slavery and labour exploitation is far from over. Persistent issues of poverty, inequality and systemic vulnerabilities enable modern slavery to persist, compounded by complex global conflicts, the residual effects of COVID and the rising impact of climate change. Purchasing practices continue to fuel exploitation. Governments need to move from intention to action, to extend labour laws that require ethical recruitment and to desist from demonising vulnerable migrants to deflect from their own policy and performance failures. But as we embark on the next phase of the journey, we will remain steadfast in our commitment to collaboration. No single entity or organisation can tackle the immense challenge of eradicating slavery in supply chains alone. It is through partnerships, it is through information sharing, it is through collective action that we can achieve lasting change. I am confident that the spirit that I see in this room of resilience, determination and compassion that has brought all who fight for a fairer world at work this far will continue to propel us forward. For each of us personally, our actions speak louder than our words. Each of us must continue to strive to do what is right. Each one of us is able to make a difference. And as we bring this event to a close, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you all and to everyone who tries to do the right thing, to those who care about others less fortunate than themselves. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering belief in a better world is the driving force behind progress. To quote Nelson Mandela, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Whilst we have a long way to go, the progress we have made in the last decade proves that change is possible. Together, we are stronger. Together, we can forge a future where workers are not enslaved. We have the power to transform industries, redefine business practices, and create supply chains free from the taint of exploitation and that value the dignity of human life. Thank you.